Hello, hello, hello. Hola, ¿cómo estás? To everybody that's out there, what's happening? Catching on the replay. On the replay. Here I is. My name is Sonia Marie. Today is February 13th, 2023. How you feeling today? How you doing over there on Instagram? I love doing this dual, broadcast. However, this thing will shut down by the end of this month because I'm trying to get y'all to come on over to YouTube, please. Hopefully you like what you hear and it resonates with you. So my YouTube channel is Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. That's Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. You can access it by clicking the link in the bio. I hope you do that thing there. I hope you do that thing. What's up, everybody on YouTube? I'm so glad that you are here. Bijou, what a sweet message you left me. I really took that thing to heart. Per my eyes welling in that emoji, honey. That's a conversation, a real heart-to-heart conversation. I appreciate you, appreciating me, appreciating you. What's up, Chelsea? Danielle is here. What up, sweet tea? Dr. Locks, get you popping, Shamir. What's up, Rachel L. Bell? I meant to send you another message. Ooh, Sonia gets distracted. Happy belated solar return. L. Bell Sparkle in the place. It was her solar return on the 9th, and I just wanted to say that to you. I did not forget, although I did, but I remembered. And then that means I don't forget if I remembered, right? I did miss you at Saturday's workshop over at Soul Supreme Studio. And for all those that came out, I so appreciate your attendance. It was an absolute bomb. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be straight up and down. Didn't expect it to go so well in my body. And what I mean by that, like, it was so much information that I prepared. I didn't even get to get through all the information, but what was said and what was shared was necessary. It was so dope. And I kind of, you have that feeling like when you're done, you're like, okay, I'm full. If I take an extra bite or if I get a little bit more from the pot, then you're going to be a little bit gross. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be greedy. That's how I felt. I was like, I don't want to leave them like greedy. But whatever spirit had to say, whatever spirit had to say, it came right on through and it was necessary. And I'm very, very grateful that the few of y'all that came out, the most intimate, beautiful, beautiful setting that we had at Soul Supreme Studio, it worked out for everyone involved. And if you don't know about Soul Supreme Studio, you should look them up. They're here on Instagram, y'all. Soul Supreme Studio. Check them out. You can book your own workshop there. You can get your makeup done. You can have a party there. You can do a whole bunch of stuff there. To be honest with you, it's absolutely Black owned and it's here in Los Angeles on Slauson Boulevard. Enough of that. I pray y'all all are well and y'all had the most dynamic weekend possible. This is going out. Oh, Angel is here in the place. There she is, cheekbones and tattoos, because she has the most dynamic cheekbones and some awesome tattoos, I'm sure. I have not seen all of them, but let's not get too personal. What up, Angel? Hit her up, y'all, at Soul Supreme Studio. I appreciate you. Okay. As we get on into the details of this week, by the way, sliding out of Aquarius season and going into Pisces season. I know all the water signs are ready and some of the earth signs for sure. But before we get into that, let me set y'all up by saying just one or two things about this last weekend. I was in the shower. Maybe I should have a t-shirt that says that. I was in the shower So I was in the shower and I was told a few things, and I'll probably say that phrase one more time because I was told a few things. And one of the things was about touching upon what just happened this last weekend. In my opinion, I thought the weekend was pretty good. I mean, it felt good for me. Everybody's perspective and everybody's lives are totally different and different wavelengths for sure. So it may have been different for you. But one of the most general things in regards to the moon being in Scorpio most of the weekend, did y'all know? Or am I misspeaking? Let me back up. Let me see one more time. Yes, it absolutely was in Scorpio on Saturday and on Sunday and half of Friday. Yep. Okay. I'm not as crazy as I thought I was. And Spirit is like, didn't you trust me? Anyway, the hit came and that Scorpio moon did a lot. It did a whole hell of a lot. And I want to see what it did for you. And on YouTube, please leave up some comments if you can. You can do the same on Instagram too, but I am going to let you know, I'm going to shut you down, Instagram, in a little while, because I'd like to get y'all all on YouTube for sure. And because I need my phone. Before we do our last little read, I need my phone. So I'm going to shut you down in a little while. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. That moon in Scorpio these last couple of days, I mean, this is how I took it. I'm going to be straight up. Whenever the moon is in Scorpio, okay, as I get serious and informative, whenever the moon is in Scorpio, it allows for us to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, here's a little caveat before I slide down the slide board, right? The deal is that a lot of people don't like to get deep. A lot of people don't like to go there. A lot of people want to schedule depth. How the fuck does that look? Well, I'm not going to cry right now. I don't necessarily want to go deep right now. I'm tired of healing right now. I'm going to go out and get drunk, get high. I'm going to go out and fuck. I'm going to go out and do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to distract myself. That's what some people and some energies do when it's time to go deep. Well, this last moon in Scorpio for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, not only did it prompt us to go deep, but as it went deep on the real deal, and I hope it's not no nasty minds out there. I felt like somebody's auntie. Don't be thinking about deep, Scorpio style deep. But as it got deep, it asked us to clean out like literally some things that, I mean, have been hanging, have been hiding, have been like, dangling in the wind, so to speak. The thing about the discovery and the excavation of what has happened this week and the things that have come up, right, is that, in my opinion, it allowed us to feel, I just wrote the word. I mean, saw the word over here on Instagram, Shaz Styles. I was going to say that. It allowed us to feel peaceful. On some level, some peace came up above and beyond the little bit of, not last excavation, but the little bit that's like deep in there. Oh, I was about to get really disgusting and say, when you're digging for that really big one, with the tissue, of course, right? And then you feel so much better afterwards. You feel like, I can smell the pizza down the block. I can smell the pizza. That's how. Oh, God. I swear to God, let me tell you, I was raised the only child. Squirrel, I have a sister who's 14 years my junior. Shout out to Jalila Marie Samuel. I love her dearly. But I was raised the only child. So I entertains myself all the time, like almost always. That's why if you come on here and I'm laughing, you don't know what I'm laughing about. I got jokes. I just got jokes forever in my mind. So the bottom line, again, to take these 2 steps back before we go forward into the week, I want to remind y'all that digging deep, that bottom of the barrel or deep into your nose cavity so you can smell the pizza down the block was necessary. It was absolutely necessary. So I want to know why, and I should say this, rewind. I want to know what you discovered. I want to know how deep and dark and blue and green or whatever color that booger was. I want to know what it was. I mean, and if you want to tell me, you can. If you don't, again, tell yourself. That's what I mean by I want to know. Like, I want you to put it out into the ethers. I want you to profess it. In my opinion, I think it's necessary at this level of discovery of all things that's deep and dark and mysterious. We need to put it out on the table. It's time to not only share, but it's time to be accountable. This is the stage in which we are accountable. It's not enough to heal through a thing. It's not enough to get the lesson and not show the accountability. I hope this resonates with someone. And everybody over there on YouTube, y'all hear what I'm saying? I haven't checked on you in a minute because I'm blind and I can't really read these little ass words. Do I crack you up, Bell? I crack myself up. But does that make sense? Like, I really hope you discovered some kind of peace and some kind of resolution around what it is that you needed to reintroduce to yourself. It's about that time that we stay accountable, that we celebrate our accountability, that we say, God damn, I got that thing. That was the missing piece. Oh, shucks. As opposed to, oh, yeah, that's what it is. Let me close the door and put it in the closet so nobody else sees it. Are y'all following me? Yes, y'all. Are you following me? I need to hear y'all over on Instagram. I know it's not a lot of y'all, but this is what we do. It's what we do. We go back and forth. Yes, yes, y'all. It's a call and response is African. The bottom line is that if I say something that resonates with you, tell me. Yo, if it don't resonate with you, respectfully, tell me. And we could talk about it, possibly, maybe. I don't know. If I see your comment. I'm just saying. Thank y'all over on YouTube. I appreciate you. Yes, yes, y'all. This means something to you in regards to the accountability, in regards to the love that you give to yourself when you are accountable, in regards to how you forgive yourself when you are accountable. It's important. It's incredibly, incredibly poignant that we pay attention to what's coming up, how we're responsible for it, because it cleans the way, it clears the way. If you put that shit up in the closet, one day it's gonna come out with all them bones, cousin. I'm just saying. It's gonna come out with the bones one day. When you look fancy and you go into the Grammys and you're like, nobody knows about that secret in my closet. And the next thing you know, you walk in the red carpet and what was in your closet is standing right in front of you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So as we, again, take the step back, I ain't even getting to the week yet, but I just wanted to pay attention to be dutiful to these downloads that always come and say whatever came through because it hit for somebody. It hit for somebody. It hit for me. So I just want to share. That's all. So the bottom line is this. As we take these steps back and we see this stuff come up, Scorpio style, this past weekend, right? We see these things come up. Again, get happy about it. Change the perspective, change the reaction, change the love or the lack of love around it, change the respect around it, because it absolutely will convert and parlay into having some grace on you. I wanted to say graceful, but that wasn't the word. It wasn't supposed to come out that way. In any case, you having some grace, thank you, on yourself for being accountable, to saying, yo, I lived through that shit. I lived through that thing that was in my closet, the thing that needs to come up. I lived through that and I'm better for it. I'm stronger for it. So now I need to get rid of it. Now I need to say thank you. Now I didn't need to love it up. Does this make sense? Enough of that. I want to slide into this week because this is a very, 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 very powerful week. And prayerfully, you've been in preparation already. In preparation for what? In preparation for the new? Because can I really go back? Can we really, really talk? Shit, this might be long. Can we really, really talk? Back in November, I'm lying. Back in May 31st, when that Uranus North Node hit, and I swear I'm beating it over with a stick. I'm trying to tell you, I keep talking about it because we all are feeling this. It's still going on. That Uranus and that North Node conjunction that came together. Everybody is being forced to change in some type of way to be put on another purpose or on the best purpose in their life for quality. For a quality way of living. Does that make sense? Why do I say that? Because the North Node in Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus is about change, definite change. And the North Node is about being on your purpose, being on your square, moving forward to where you need to go. Yo, it's been going down since May. Is this just me? I'm just saying, anybody want to attest to that? Yes, yes, y'all. Say you right. Say you totally wrong. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Whatever it is you want to say, like let's have some semblance of conversation here. I mean, for real. So if you know that life is changing in a way in which, like, I don't know exactly where the hell I'm going, because Uranus is a straight surprise and Uranus is always weird. And if Uranus hooks up with the North Node and the North Node says, I'm taking you to where you need to be. You ever had the feeling of that person just coming to get you and go, excuse me, Mr. Johnson wants you to come over here. Who the fuck is Mr. Johnson? I don't know, but you have to come this way. And you get the sense like, if I don't go this way, I'm either in trouble or I'm dead or I'm not going to get my money. As Rihanna said, bitch, better have my money. Or I'm not going to get my money. I'm not going to do something's not going to happen. So I'm going to go on here with this dude or this chick that says Mr. Johnson is waiting for me. The bottom line, something is happening. Something is happening. And if we're not paying attention to all of the levels in which this something is developing, then we're going to lose it. I want to say that lightly because everybody's story is different and everybody's path is different. But the exact thing in which you're going to lose, in my opinion, is the gumption to ride this new wave of where we're going. Does that make sense? It's almost like you're standing on the side of the highway and shit. You see everybody going on the highway. It's not to say that you need to follow the leader, Rakim, I say peace. It's not to say you need to follow the leader, but on some level, you need to understand and ask somebody, oh, where y'all going? Why y'all going this way? Pay attention. Be prepared. Be a little trepidatious about it if you can, but no fear. No fear, please. It's time to move forward. It's time to go. So, with all that said, please go back to the other videos that I've had. Like on the reel, let me tell you something. The information that comes through me or anybody else here on this particular forum on YouTube or anywhere else, it absolutely is it's applicable when you watch it. So if there's a video that came on 5 weeks ago and it hits you in your heart, it was for you in that moment in time. You did? Nothing is really time stamped. It's stamped when you need to see it. Does that make sense? So the reason why I say that is because in my mind, in my duty, my respect for spirit and all that we do, free, I might add. So squirrel, if you want to donate to a motherfucking page, to me, to Sonja, this sweet motherfucker, please go to the bottom of the description box and hit up my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Venmo. I'd appreciate that with $1, $5, because I really go in and I really do my best, all in, mind, body, and soul to give you this information. So there you go. But the bottom line is that if you've been paying attention to the steps and the things that we need to do and how we need to clean out and how we need to change via the videos that I've already posted, or just knowing the steps in your own evolution of what you need to do, then you are on the right path, because we are changing. What that looks like specifically is that you have to keep trusting. What that looks like specifically is that if you're doing the same things over and over and over again and want the same and want different results, you know that's insanity. You know it's crazy. You know it's crazy. So it's time for you to move through it. It's time for you to move through it, let it go, say goodbye. It was yesterday. We got new shit to do. And here's the bottom line. Ooh, wait, I feel so, I'm kind of hot today, y'all. I'm kind of hot today, and I kind of want to slow it down because sometimes I feel like, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I feel like I come out of my own body, and I'm being very, very candid, and y'all can believe me or not. I really don't care. It don't matter. But the bottom line is that I have to, like, this is me regulating my rhythm. When I get hype, and then I slow down. It's me regulating myself. I feel like I'm on stage and I'm about to jump, crowd surf and shit. Whew, so let me slow down. The bottom line is that it's coming for us. Whatever it is that we've been praying, whatever it is that we want, whatever we've been crying about, whatever is in the depths of our heart and soul, is coming for us because it knows that it's new and it needs to find us. I need us to relax and be peaceful in the space that we are, and pay attention to the exits. Pay attention to when it's time for you to move. Pay attention to when it's time to say goodbye to someone. You don't have any hesitation. When it's time for you to change your job, you have no hesitations. When it's time for you to make these changes in your life, you're doing it with a smile on your face, because that's when the information and the blessings come quicker. When you can receive them with joy and you receive them with love, not receive them all broken and battered and bruised and reluctant. Well, Spirit said I gotta come in this door. No, come in here with fucking pom-poms. Spirit said I had to come through the door now. Sonja is stupid. I was a cheerleader in high school, by the way, captain and co-captain. So get your pom-poms and be happy about it. I have no idea where I'm going. Lord have mercy, swinging the pom-poms. I don't know where I'm going, but I was told to come here. Let's get down to this weekly rundown, because I'm going to lose my shit if I don't. Of course, the moon is in Sagittarius today because a sister is on one. Did you know that Sagittarius energy was the fastest energy in the zodiac? It had the most energy. It does. It absolutely does. Every fire sign burns differently, and Sagittarius burns like an idol on a stove. It never gives up and it never slows down. It's always doing something. So today, the moon is in Sagittarius, which means everybody can feel this little bit of a heat, this little bit of energy that I have coming at you, depending on how you utilize it, right? What was I about to say? Virgo and Virgo and Pisces, they may be a little disturbed by it. because that moon is going to square their sun. So Virgo and Pisces are square to Sagittarius. That means challenges, confrontations of some sort. However, it can make you grow. It can absolutely make you stretch and be a little bit bigger than you were the day before. So maybe get your ego out of it and learn the lesson somehow, some way. But we all get in this energetic surge to move forward, you dig? Absolutely, that ties in. Oh, it's not even in Sag right now. At 8:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be. So that's about 4 hours or so for the East Coast, right? Around about that time. But we always feel the new vibrations coming in. And absolutely, today, in this moment in time, even though the moon is in Scorpio, in this moment, less than 5 hours, it'll be in Sagittarius. I just corrected myself. Just wanted to let you know, but I feel the energy for sure. I don't know if you do. Those who are intuitive can always feel aspects and changes, transits before they come. You can always feel an eclipse before it comes. You can always feel Pluto doing something weird with Mars before it comes. You understand what I'm saying? You're like, what the hell is going on? And then boom, it hits. I just wanted to describe why I'm so freaking hyped, but it is a true kind of thing. Here's the deal. The moon in Scorpio is trining right now in this moment in time with Venus. Emotions and desires find the need to flow. So let it go. Let your feelings get back to self-love, please. And very please. Yo, this sister named Alex, who's an awesome author. She's on Instagram. She just posted something that I reposted and was like, nothing feels better, yo, than coming back home to self when you've been giving so much to everybody else. How about that? How about that? That's what that moon and Venus coming together today means, especially because it's in Scorpio and it is kind of reminiscent, or I should say, it's dealing with all the things that we've been cleaning out these last couple of days when it was really in Scorpio, you dig? When it was high in the sky in Scorpio, you dig? So it's like really finding the value to all those things that we dug up. I just said that actually about 15 minutes ago, right? All the things that we just pulled up. Right? It's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. So on top of that, though, it's getting to the self-love part, though, because once you excavate all these emotions about what could have happened, what should have happened, who hurt my feelings, how I hurt their feelings, blah, 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 blah. You start seeing the crystals in you. You start seeing the goodness in you again and again and again. So this is the thing about it. Yeah, I know I'm good. I know I'm a good person. But sometimes when you're giving that shit away just as quick as it's developing, you don't seem to get it on you. Does that make sense? Let me use an analogy. You know how sometimes when you get dressed and you go out and you put your perfume on and your nice smell goods and you look good and you feel good, and then you go to a party and you start hugging everybody in the party. Before you know, within an hour or two, at least this is a good analogy for me. Before you know it, in an hour or two, you don't smell the same. You don't smell the same. You don't shine the same. You get what I'm saying? Does this make sense to anybody? You're rocking with my poetry. You don't smell the same. You don't smile the same. So sometimes when you're getting that shit up and out and you feel good, you got to feel good for you before you start sharing that with everybody else. I'm just saying, allow the self-love to swell in you. Please, because you just discovered what you discovered in the last 2 days about what it is that was so deep and into that thing, into a past, into a situation that you need to excavate and get over with it. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes let that goodness and that celebration last on you before you go through the party and start smelling like everybody else. I hope that makes sense. Y'all know I got analogies all damn day. I'm Celeste's child. That chick, she got analogies too. I love her for it. The reason why I love this week, though, because there's an interesting thing that's happening with Neptune and with Jupiter and with Pluto. For those that take notes, I need y'all to pay attention to every aspect I call out that has something to do with Neptune and with Jupiter for sure. All right, whether it's contrary or whether it's necessary. Well, contrary is necessary. Whether it's contrary or whether it's positive in some type of way. Pay attention. Here's the first one. The moon in Scorpio before it goes into Sag, okay? The moon in Scorpio is trining Neptune. Listen, I want to get up and do a lap. Let me tell you why. Because we do not respect Neptune enough. And Neptune can be delusional, confused. Neptune deals with drugs and alcoholism. Neptune can be in its own way incredibly naive and far away from reality. Or Neptune can be a direct motherfucking highway to God, a direct highway to your ancestors, a direct highway to spirit and to your imagination. And especially when it is aspected favorably to another planet, asteroid, or your rising or so, then it's really living in its light. So if the moon is trining, which is harmony, which is a feel-good kind of thing, to Neptune, it's about allowing that emotional connection that you just felt and that you just cleaned away for this last week to not only get up on you, but to ignite your imagination, to ignite your Neptune in a way in which you are creating a new life. Wait a minute. You already said that Uranus was bringing the new life with the North Node in tow. Yes, and very yes. However, some never, if you know that that thing is coming, sometimes we need a thing like a Neptune to spark the imagination to say, yo, I'm going to take it. I'm going to inhabit it. And when it comes, I'm going to make this dress to wear with it. When it comes, I'm going to prepare my life to a point in which I can receive it. Meaning I'm going to get just as down and dirty and artistic with it as the shit that's coming. Does that make sense? You got to meet your excellence. That means take a shower. That means put your best on. That means clean your house. That means write a million songs, even though one song is going to be chosen. Are y'all feeling me? Neptune is about creativity, about imagination, about compassion on some sort, about connecting to spirit in a way that's incredibly unconditional. So if we're not vulnerable in these spaces this week, this is the step. We're not vulnerable in these spaces this week. How are we going to get on it? How are we going to allow Neptune to take us and put us on our purpose and where we need to go? I'm just saying it's time to activate the imagination more than you think you should. Go beyond. The prayer that you're praying right now, go bigger. Like for real. Go bigger. Oh, well, I just want to move to Puerto Rico. How about be in Puerto Rico for a week or a month and then move to Saint-Tropez and then move to Paris? I'm just saying. Even if it never happens, allow your imagination to expand and see all the possibilities, y'all. Please and very please. Those on YouTube, or I should say Instagram, please come over to YouTube. Please come over to YouTube, Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And those here on YouTube, if this is resonating, I love the whys, the yes, y'alls. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all already on the shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, so YouTube knows I'm doing my job. Squirrel, did y'all notice? I got to get through the week, Sonja. Get through the week. Did y'all notice? And I mentioned this on Friday. For those that did not see my video on Friday, by the way, I come on twice a week, Mondays and Friday here on YouTube. I appreciate if y'all will subscribe. That there's this thing going on, and you know the infamous they, right? They are doing their best to control whatever content that's happening on YouTube and other social media platforms. In my research, I discovered this and in watching other channels on YouTube. And I really, really think they're doing their best to curtail in their algorithm how many people see tarot hits and spiritual information. They're pumping up other things, of course, that service their pocket and service how they want to either keep us dumb and deaf and crazy. But the bottom line is that they're doing their best to slow down the algorithm of what it is that is actually making us better. I'm just wondering if anybody else has experienced that. Hands up. Yes, y'all, whatever. Here's the deal. It's going down. And you know it was going to go down. That's one of the reasons why they want us to get all electric cars. I think it would be great for the environment, but once they turn that switch off, you can't drive nowhere. I don't know. That's another conversation. The bottom line is this. Please put your thumbs up and be a rebel to the man. I have 17 things going on in my head. Okay, let's go. Today also, as the moon is sliding out of Scorpio, it's going to square the sun in Aquarius. Yep, that's his last meeting. I'm gonna tell you. Whew. Well, maybe not the last one, but the sun squaring the moon is never ever a good feel. Why? Because the moon is always up against the emotions will be up against the feel. I mean, who you are, your vulnerable self, or your ego. So even though you may have a lot of energy right now, even though you're still dealing with the depths of your emotions and you're trying to parlay them and connect them to your imagination, write a song about it, pray about it, connect with the ethers about it. You understand what I'm saying? Do your best to stay away from the things that kind of take you over and make you want to escape, and don't pay attention to your responsibilities and the accountabilities. Well, ego is going to try to come into play of that. Ego says, well, listen, with the sun and Aquarius, we know about all of this. We know about this. I don't know what she's talking about right here. And I mean, this is no dig to somebody that may be on this broadcast. Somebody is like, didn't you say this shit already? Can you repeat some other information? I mean, you keep repeating information? Blah, 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 blah. Here's my point in saying this, right? Is that because Aquarius energy always brings the cynical know-it-all feeling. So if that sun in Aquarius is squaring the feels of Scorpio, right? Before it goes into Sag, and that's like right now, right? Before it goes into Sag, if it's squaring that thing, it's trying to talk us out of and do its best to show us that we know about this emotional situation that needs to come up. Why are we talking about it over and 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 over again? Because obviously there's some shit that you didn't get. If it's not about yourself, it's about somebody else. It's not enough for you to just get the thing about you, especially if you live with somebody, especially when you love people. It's not enough to be like, oh, well, I'm okay. You got to handle it. Handle it. That's that Aquarius sun going against the fields of Scorpio. And Scorpio's like, no, we're still digging deep, whether it's for us or somebody else. I'm just saying. It's a stubborn kind of standoff. The moon in Scorpio, I hope that makes sense to everybody. Yes, y'all. The moon in Scorpio is also squaring Saturn, because Saturn is in Aquarius too. So emotional outbursts today and destruction may spark more fear and the lack of discipline to get things done. I'm just saying. So for those that did not excavate in a way in which they came up with diamonds and gems and blessings to say, that's that shit I need to pay attention to. Thank you, God, for allowing me to see it so I can be a little bit more forgiving to myself. I can utilize it as a badge on my heart and move forward. Apologize where I need to apologize and to become accountable. Instead, for those who did not do that, the other people who do not want to see this emotional stuff come up, it can keep you away, or I should say, it can activate more fear. It can activate the fact that you haven't learned the lessons. This is all Saturn. It can activate the fact that you're not ready for the discipline, for the rituals. You're not ready to put up boundaries for yourself or everybody else. You just want to have an outburst and spark a situation because of why? Because you're being found out. Everybody got some shit with them, y'all. Everybody has some shit with them. So if you're allowing your shit to be found out, why protect it when everybody on the planet is finding out similar things about themselves? Something about themselves. The point of the matter is, why are you embarrassed? What's the problem? No fighting. Please, no fighting. Do the work. Continue to do the work. See your fears. See your lessons. Keep it moving. Go. Work through it as much as possible. Today, you may not feel that way, but hopefully and eventually, as the sun comes up tomorrow, you'll start to understand that you have to continue to put in the discipline and the work to utilize the emotions that came up to allow you to move forward. Just don't sit on it and be stubborn and be like, I know what I'm doing. Do you really? Because if you knew what you was doing, you wouldn't be here. I'm just saying. Should I squirrel out on that thought? I just think that there's a lot of people that are leaving the planet because they're done. Because they're done. It's not personal. It's not personal. Oh, they're leaving human beings. It's not personal. They're done. They got their lesson. They're done. They want to help from the other side. They're done. If you knew what you was doing, you'd be done. You don't. So that means you got more lessons to learn. Learn them gracefully is what I'm saying. Tonight, as I feel this thing already on me, the moon is going to sextile Pluto. Stand firm and take control of yourself before you try to control another. The moon is sextiling Pluto. Come on now. Stand firm in who you are. Pluto's about power and transformation. The 3 people that's over here on Instagram, not too many. I'd love for y'all to come over on YouTube, because I will shut you down in a matter of minions. Minions and minions. In a matter of minutes, I'm going to shut you down. I love the fact that the day ends with the moon sextiling Pluto, because it's like above and beyond anything that happened, above and beyond all the weird ass standoffish emotional types of know it all feels that happens today. I still know who I am. I'm still standing in my power, and I'm still willing to transform. I'm still willing to go through this thing. I'm still willing to be the best that I can. That's what I need y'all to go to bed with, okay? Say the apologies if you blew up on anybody today. I'm just saying, the moon squaring the sun, and go to bed knowing that you did your best. And wake up tomorrow with a nice little note and say, I apologize, that was my bad. That was me and my shit. Okay. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the moon will definitely be in Sagittarius. I started that shit off long and wrong, didn't I, earlier? No, today is the day. I'm sorry. Tomorrow's Tuesday is the day that it's going to be in Sagittarius, full blown. And when we wake up, how about that? I love that. When we wake up tomorrow, that moon in Sag is going to trine Jupiter in Aries. Excitement to take on new opportunities, having physical energy, and being back up and at it. Here's the deal. Today, we're going to go through these emotional, like, just be true in it. Just be true in it. Call a spade a motherfucking spade when it happens, all right? Go to bed with power, with the moon sextile and Pluto. And then tomorrow, we can wake up in excitement. Like, for real. Because the moon is in Sag and Jupiter is in Aries. First of all, it's going to feel like we probably all just drank 900 cups of coffee, for real. Why? Because they're both fire signs. And here's the thing. Jupiter has been doing its best to spark some shit off for us, y'all. Jupiter in Aries, above the fact that, beyond the fact that it allows information, or I should say blessings and shit come quicker than quick, right? Jupiter in Aries is so generous with the blessings. Unlike other energies. Why? Because it moves fast. It's almost like, don't ask me where these analogies come from, y'all, but it's almost like you have a candy truck riding in your neighborhood and somebody's just throwing candy off the truck and you just got to go for it. That's Jupiter in Aries. Why? Because it's giving the candy, the blessings, the understanding, the opportunities, the optimism. It's coming at us, but real quick, like Aries, real quick. So tomorrow when we wake up, when the moon is in Sagittarius, it's just as quick as Aries. So it's like we feel like we got to get it. Whatever it is that you got to get it. Or get on those opportunities. Get on those things that want to help to, ooh, that's dramatic, but I'm going to say it, save your life. There are little nuggets of information, little nuggets of hope that's swimming around us all. Please tell me if they're not. Because if they're not, I got to send you a song or something. I got to send you something to wake you up. But there's at least one thing in your life that makes you smile. If it's not a little baby that lives next door and you hear them laughing all day, if it's not the man that sleeps with you, the woman that sleeps with you, and just you want to wake up and just kiss their eyelids, like the little blessings. It can be Quincy Jones calling you saying, I want you on a track. I'm just saying, it can be big or small. If you're not seeing and hearing and tasting the blessings tomorrow morning, something's wrong. I need to give you something. But what you need? Some vitamins? What you need? An edible? What's going on? I'm joking about the edibles. I'm not pumping drugs on this channel. I'm just saying. But the bottom line is, it's coming on you, so get it. Tomorrow also, the moon in Sagittarius will be opposition Mars. Now, that's interesting. Because if Jupiter is saying, yo, I'm giving you all the candy on the truck, yo, take the shit. Take it. Do what you need to do with it. Put it in your bra. Save it for the kids. Put it in a jar. Just take this shit and this opportunity. Talk to Quincy Jones. Talk to who you need to do. Be exuberant about it. Have some optimism around it. Well, that optimism needs to be executed in a very opposite kind of way of that moon. The moon has all the feels. Understand that. It's the expression, right? So if the moon is opposition of the execution, which is Mars, right? And Gemini, it wants to do it in like 4 or 5 different ways. Ooh, that makes me want to spin this chair around because that makes it like you have a crazy feel. And if you're not the one that's like from the city, no, I'm just joking. If you're not the one that's used to being an octopus in life, the one that's multitasking, the one that sees a blessing over here, keeping a track of this over there. That's how Mars and Gemini works. It's juggling opportunities and information up in the air. It's allowing things to be said very quickly and moving just as quick. You understand? It's like moving and shaking, like a city slicker, so to speak, right? But we got to get this quick, fast, and in a hurry tomorrow is the point. So just as much as the opportunities and the good feelings are coming in, you have to assimilate it out. Does that make sense? Give some to your babies, give some to your work, give some to yourself, give some to your neighbor. The energy, the opportunities, the good feels, the goddamn diamonds that you excavated. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Are y'all following my poetry? I'm just saying. I'm a poet. I can't talk no other way but how I talk. So I want y'all to get it. And if y'all don't have questions, if you have questions, I asked y'all to do this before, but let me reiterate. Please put question marks in front of the question. So this 52-year young lady can see it, because sometimes I miss questions if I don't see a question mark. So if you have questions and you don't get what I'm saying and I'm moving too fast for you because I'm nice and high, y'all, high on life, then put some question marks in front of the question so I can locate it, all right? And then tomorrow, the last aspect, the moon is quincunx in Uranus. Your over-optimism may be overriding the change that needs to happen one step at a time. Goddamn, I feel that right now, to be honest with you. Be truthful with you, because I'm moving so fast. So much download is coming through. So many opportunities are coming our ways. When it quincunxes the moon, quincunxes in Sagittarius rather. Quincunxes Uranus tomorrow. It's like, yo, slow your roll, boo-boo. Slow your roll, cousin. The change is happening. I know you want to get a little jump start. I know you want to get in there and shake your butt real quick. Like when you turn the volume up on one song that has you sweating. It's kind of like that feel tomorrow. Get it all on you. Fast and fire sign kind of like, right? Uranus is going to come at the end of the day tomorrow and be like, I got it. I got it. We're changing anyway. I know you're excited. I got it. Just remind yourself that when there's one or two people that comes in and tries to slow your roll to a point where, yes, I got your phone call. We will call you back. Believe them, because somehow, possibly, maybe you're moving too fast. Is it you that's overexcited and they just got to do some goddamn organizations or something? They got to put you in the system or something. They need to wait for their boss's boss to say yes to your opportunity. I'm just saying. Be patient, boo-boos. It's a coming, but it's good to feel good about it. That's all I'm saying. Smile from the inside out and know that you got a nice little secret of something that you have no idea what's coming. It's coming. That's the feels, cuz it's so crazy. All right, on Wednesday, the moon is going to stay in Sagittarius, right? Now, this is where it takes a little bit of a turn, right? On Wednesday, I like the fact that Venus, I like that a lot, actually. I like it a lot. I like that Venus is conjunct in Neptune, right? Seeing the value and or even some money opportunities from some ideas, some art, some imagination, some music, some whatever are likely to happen. Like you have to just believe in it. When Venus comes together with Neptune, ooh, that's a nice. I don't want to tell you what I really thought, but I just felt it was sticky. Like the best kind of sticky. Like the good, 111, y'all. Oh, I love you, spirit. Like the good sticky. Like the good sticky. Because why? Okay, let me break it down and let it get out my head. Venus is about love and about beauty and about money and about desire and about passion. Venus is the woo-woo of a thing, right? The, oh my God, the aroma, the feel good. Although you're not putting it out yet, right? It's just something that harbors in your soul. Like when you're doing heartbeat. So you're stupid today. All right. Venus, you got Venus. It's all pumping, pulsating with desire and love, hooking up with imaginative Neptune. Neptune is like, baby, I've been waiting for you. It's like, first of all, why do you sound like Barry White? Well, because I've been sitting here in the ethers with my imagination. I got this dope ass bass line that's happening right now. I just needed your desire and your money and your passion, Venus, to put something on it. Because once I put the passion together with the imagination, what happens? You get to make a really good song. You really get to make some really good love. You really make some money that's coming from some some information that you had no idea was coming from, meaning because Neptune is about the ethers. So you can make some money that just slides through and it's like, where the fuck did that come from? I had no idea. Finding $200 in your back pocket in the laundry. I'm just saying. Why? Because Neptune is like that. It allows things to just slip on in, like compassion, like lotion, like a song. Does this make sense? And if it's hitting Venus, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna couple with that desire. I'm gonna couple with that thing, and I'm gonna really make it pulsate. I'm gonna make them feel it. You walk by somebody and they're like, God damn, who's that girl? Oh my God, I need to get off this thing. Bye. Sonja is dumb. Okay. On the top of that, as Cindy says, the moon is squaring Neptune. Ooh, shit. So if Venus says, yo, I got the desire to do a thing, and who's that girl? You know what I mean? The feels, the moon, the expression of a thing is not going in sync with it. What does that look like? Well, the thing is that Venus knows what it is, meaning it has the feel, the passion, the woo woo, whereas the moon is the expression of it all. Here's what I like to say. Don't allow your expression to supersede your passion. Ooh, how many people got that? Yes, y'all? Can somebody give me a thumbs up or some Y's to let me know y'all got that? Somebody said, I like good sticky. Garage noir. I like good sticky too. All kinds of sticky. Sticky icky and the sticky gooey. Nah. Did y'all know what I mean by that? I forgot what I just said, to be quite honest with you. The expression of a thing. El Bell, you the only one that got it? Oh, okay. Sweet Tea got it too. Y'all got it? Jessica, you got it? Okay, cool. The expression of a thing can fuck something up. Because you may be feeling, you got a hero, you may be good, B. You got that thing, you feel that energy, and then your moon says, we're going to respond like this. We're going to respond like this. We're not going to let them know that we feel it. Well, why? Because we can't be vulnerable. Because we can't let them know they're right. We can't let them know we feel good right now. We need to keep punishing them, punishing myself, punishing the situation until I get what is I need tangibly. That's some goofy shit. That's goofy. You can't sit there and punish yourself or anybody else while you feel good. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? People will do that. Sit there happy as fuck, and then when the person that they don't like or did something in the past or a situation comes up, they instantly turn upset. For what? To prove that you mad at something when that feeling has long gone? I hope I didn't take y'all around the corner on that. I'm sorry. I really hope I didn't lose y'all any of that. Because that's the thing about Wednesday. If Venus is saying, yo, Neptune is real, like, listen to Neptune. I know that's a drunk motherfucker and he's kind of elusive, but I mean, I feel him right now. But the moon is like, I don't give a hell. And it's in Sagittarius. I'm out. I'm just going to tell the truth. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to be quick with it. Are you really? Why? When you feel good. You feel good. You don't have to tell nobody off. You don't. Moon and Sagittarius always want to tell a motherfucker what they believe is true. Sagittarius always want to do that. Well, I believe nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Leave me alone. I'm just saying, we can all get that on us on Wednesday. Well, I just want to tell you, well, how do you feel? I feel good, but I just want to tell you what you did. You don't have to. Just go with your feelings, because the universe is going to conspire to give you what it is that you're feeling, not what it is that you're saying. Did you hear that? The universe is going to give you what you're feeling, not what you are defending yourself about. And this is what happened, and this is how, and you should be punished, and blah, 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 blah. I have a little commercial, y'all, because somebody left a question. I saw these big ass question marks. I'm so happy you did that, pretty girl progression. I know you did that for me to see it, but that's some funny shit. In my head, I would have done the same thing. Are we supposed to be setting up our altars for protection and honoring our ancestors? Girl, pretty girl progression. Yes, every day, all day. Not just this week, baby love. Every single day. We need ancestors every day. Did I say every day? That's the answer to that. Moving on. Wednesday, the moon is also squaring Venus. Come on now. So the moon wants to shut down Venus and Neptune. When Venus and Neptune are getting together, like I just explained, I don't want to go through the whole visual again. And then now the moon says, I don't like Neptune. I just explained that. And I don't like Venus. Come on now. Come on now. Expressing yourself in a Sagittarius kind of way on Wednesday. Again, the truth and the what I like to say, the foot and mouth disease kind of situation, telling your truth. You know what I mean? Just popping off on a motherfucker, being adventurous, being selfish. Come on now. Now wants to be selfish. The expression wants to be selfish against Venus. And Venus is like, yo, I'm just trying to have the woo, woo, woo. I'm just trying to feel a thing. I just want spirit to know what I really, really want. As opposed to us popping off. Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all. But then here's how the moon comes back, just like Sagittarius. Good God. Oh my God, that's a whole inside joke that I don't have time to explain right now. But the moon is sextiling the sun too on that day. Oh, so here comes the moon in Sagittarius trying to get the sun on his side. Y'all see what just happened? The moon in Sagittarius is sextiling the sun in Aquarius because we're in Aquarius season, right? So after the moon starts having these arguments with Neptune and Venus, it wants to get the sun on its side. I need you to help me out. And the sun in Aquarius is like, yes, we'll do that because we know what we need to do. Do you, woo-woo? Slow down, slow down, slow down. Venus and Neptune is trying to wake you up to the unseen. Do y'all get that? And do you like my pause? The universe is trying to open you up to the unseen that Neptune is bringing, to the love and the unconditional love and the passion that Venus is trying to explain. Now you got the sun on your side going, yeah, but we're going to shine. Okay, shine. But don't go against Venus and Neptune, all right? I'm just saying. The moon is also sextiling Saturn. Okay, so you want to go to work. So you're going to go work on your imagination, or you too far away from that shit? You too far away from the Neptune and Venus thing where you don't want to touch it? Okay, do some other kind of work then. Build a goddamn bookcase or some shit. Keep yourself busy. Go work out a lot on Wednesday. Run the goddamn leg 25 times. Do a 90,000 K. I'm just saying. The bottom line is get that energy off so you don't fuck with your imagination on Wednesday, because you need your imagination and your passion in order to get through and get to the new. Don't mess with me. On Thursday, don't y'all like the way people snap? My professor in college used to tell me, Sonja, every time you snap, we're going to start this whole oral presentation all over again. And I'd be like, wait, what? And the class would be mad at me. Sonja, we want to leave. I'm like, oh. And again, start all over. On Thursday, the moon goes into Capricorn. Yeah. And that's a doozy, because in that, then, okay, so if the moon is in Capricorn, it's going to square Jupiter in Aries. That thing. The moon, Jupiter in Aries, the moon in Capricorn. So remember, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we was trying to get this good stuff on us, the opportunities. Jupiter was being aspected like tremendously and on fire with Sagittarius moon. Well, when it goes into Capricorn, Capricorn don't like Jupiter in Aries. Capricorn don't like Jupiter in Aries. Did I say that one more time? Trying to control the blessings now with the moon in Capricorn to steer in a direction that make you feel safe. Keyword, safe. Makes you feel like you're in control. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you see all these blessings. You got the candy tucked in your bra, right? That was the analogy, right? You got the candies. You got all kind of bags of motherfucking candy. Now, when the moon goes into Capricorn on Thursday, now you want to put together a spreadsheet. You want to organize and control who's going to get that candy and who's not. Come on, y'all. God don't work like that. I'm not saying control on some level is not necessary, but when it goes up against Jupiter, come on. God is like, yo, I got these blessings for everybody. Why are you trying to control it? There's an M&M in your afro, cuz like, get the M&M out of your afro. You hiding it? Are you hiding it? Are you being a miser? You're trying to control it because you don't want it to go in a particular way, and you think that your mountain has this particular length as opposed to this particular length, in which spirit is telling you, please don't do it. And I say your mountain, meaning that sometimes we still have to walk up the mountain in order to get the blessings and the lessons and the sparkles that's coming on us, right? Like, right? I'm just saying, when we try to control and be like, okay, I got it all now. I want to take all this money, all these opportunities, and build what I want to build. That's not the prayer. That wasn't the prayer that you had with God days ago, weeks ago, last year. Now you're trying to do God? What is you, ignorant? Is you ignorant? You trying to do God? You're welcome, pretty girl progression. What? You trying to do God? Because, come on now. You trying to control the blessings God gave you? What is you, ignorant? Give me a break, Drake. On Friday, that moon is still in Capricorn, and now it's going to favorably aspect Neptune. Okay. Now that you learn that you can't control some shit, you can't control the blessings, now you want to get down to Neptune and be like, psst, psst. Where you get that imagination from, though? Where you get them, the good feels, that good dank. First of all, dank ain't good. I'm saying weed and dank because Neptune has to do with smoking, right? With drugs, with alcoholism, with imagination, with the etherealism, with artistic pursuits, with escaping. So if the moon in Capricorn is now favorably hitting up Neptune, now it's like, okay, where you get that thing? Where you get that thing? TT says who? I can't stand you, cousin. Dank ain't good, girl. Dank ain't good. You've been in New York on the East Coast way too long. Dank ain't never good. Dank got dirt on it, old people's perfume and shit. Dank got the bottom of the pocket lint on it. Dank ain't never good. I know where you at. Anyway, so now the moon in Capricorn is like, yeah, okay. I tried to control it, but I can't. So how about this? How about I go to the source? How about I go to my inspiration? How about I go to my mind's eye? How about I go to that unconditional love and say, how do you want to be administered? I absolutely fucked up with Jupiter yesterday trying to control the blessings that were coming through. I'm just coming to you. I'm coming to the source. How do I reconcile? And how do I put my own imagination out there in the best way possible? That is the question on Friday. That's you learning how to utilize your gifts, you learning how to utilize what Spirit says, and then pragmatically with the moon in Capricorn, putting it out there for all to see. Does that make sense? I hope so. Yes, y'all. Y'all still with me? Instagram, y'all been holding on. The few people that's been holding on. Should I shut you down? Do you want to go? I want y'all to come over to YouTube. Like, for real. Get a freaking account and come on over to Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. I'd appreciate that because we do this thing twice a week. And I'm just as crazy, like almost every week. Sometimes I'm a little sad and then I try to push through. But most of the time I'm goofy as hell. So come on over there. All right, look at you, TT, going back and forth. Can you stay in one place, crazy lady? All right, where'd I leave off? Friday. So the moon is sextile in Neptune. Psst, psst, that message right there. And then it's also sextile in Venus. See, Venus is getting back in the mix. Venus said, I knew what I was talking about. Venus is like, I knew my worth. I knew my value. I know my money. I know who I am. Find the seriousness in your value and execute it until you get to the top. Boom. Till you get to the top. Don't stop. Don't stop. Please don't stop, y'all. We got a whole nother world to live. Those, and this is a little download that I want to just share kind of off the cuff of what I said earlier. Those that have left have done their job. Those that are still here have more to do. And it's not going to look like what it used to look like is the point. It looks incredibly different. That's why it's taken so long for us to transfer, transition, move through, transform this old life into the new. Because what was happening before, it ain't gonna work. Just like the rotary telephones, they don't work no more. I mean, you may be able to plug it in somewhere, get a landline or whatever, but for the most part, who's really fucking with it? I'm just saying. Things are dying away because it needs to. So we have to breathe that in our heart. Inhale the new, exhale all things that don't work any longer. That's a meditation. That's an absolute meditation. At the same time, on Friday, I put an asterisk next to this. Mercury is sextile in Jupiter. Love that. So Jupiter's coming back into the place like, did you hear what I said? I got candy. I got Skittles, I got blessings, Aries style. And it's setting up with Mercury, how we think, how we plan, how we strategize, what we say, what we write. You understand what I'm saying? Mercury is all things cerebral and intelligent in its own way, right? So your plans and thoughts and conversations spark your opportunities to come forth. You better know you're ready. You better know you're ready. You better know Mercury style, that you are ready for the blessings that are tucked in your bra. That's that M&M that's in your afro that you sacrifice. You better know more M&Ms are coming in. You better know it. That's the real deal. Like, how do we know it? Because you know you God's child. Because you know your gifts. Because you know you feel so good when you pick up a pen and you hit a piece of loose leaf paper, and all of a sudden you got this wild sketch that's coming out. And nobody is around, but you hear songs and fucking whispers of angels and goddamn color choices that need to come through, and they're talking to you. They're inspiring you. That's how you know. You know how you feel when you look back at your masterpiece and you go, ooh, that's dope. I'm talking about anything and everything that you know that you've been put on the planet to do. That's that feel, y'all. I know who I am. I know I'm a poet. I know this much. This is what I really know. I don't know too many things, but I know this one thing. That when they do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and Sonja steps to the mic on the stage, I'm going to tell you honestly, I'm leaving everything. Every damn thing. That's how I perform. That's what I know. I want you to know. What do you do? What do you have in your heart and soul? What are your blessings coming for you for to say, yo, you know you got this thing. Do that. Stop playing. At the same time, Friday night, the moon is conjuncting Pluto. The moon, the feels, the expression is sitting right in alignment, the same sign as Pluto, the same vibration as Pluto. And Pluto deals with what? Power, intimidation, transformation. Come on now. Pluto's been riding in Capricorn since 2008, getting on everybody's nerves. But as it's going out and about to go in Aquarius in almost less than 2 months, so to speak, it's trying to give us what it's trying to rebuild what it has destroyed, because Pluto is about destruction. So what we're rebuilding now is that calm confidence that I so weirdly said on Instagram earlier, quoting Caesar Milan, is that calm confidence to stand into the next building. It's almost like now you ever walk by a building that just has scaffolding on it or whatever, and little bones of a place. We're in the bones, cuz. We're in the straight bones. It's just nothing but wood. Ain't no door, ain't no cement, ain't nothing around. But them bones are solid. We're just waiting for the opportunities to fill up the holes, to make a door, to place a sink inside on the counter. You understand what I'm saying? To paint the walls. We're doing that right now. So by the end of Friday, when it's about you stepping into your power with the moon and Pluto buddying up, and then Mercury's buddying up with Jupiter, come on now. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Come on. Those on Instagram, I'm about to shut you down in a little bit because I need my telephone. All right. And I want y'all to come over and make it a habit, please, to come over to YouTube at Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. Again, Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. We do this thing for a long time. No, I'm just joking. We do this twice a week. And usually these Monday rundowns last for a little bit of time. If y'all have any questions, let me know. In about 5 minutes or so, less than that, I'm going to ask for somebody's sun, moon, and rising sign. I'm going to do you a quick read. And then I'm gonna need my phone and do a reading of a card, and then I'm gonna be out of this joint. Keep sliding. I need a gosh darn surfboard. Okay, on Saturday, come on with it. The moon is sextiling Jupiter again. Did y'all hear what I just said? The moon is sextiling Jupiter on Saturday. Mercury is sextiling Jupiter on Friday. What's that other aspect? The moon is trining Jupiter on Tuesday. The moon is squaring Jupiter on Thursday. You see what I'm saying? Jupiter has gone through a little up and down situation, and us questioning our blessings, us questioning who we are, us questioning them skittles, that love that's coming through, those opportunities and spirituality that's coming through for us. You dig what I'm saying? That's Jupiter. Them little good feels, those good feeling moments. You understand what I mean? So on Saturday, it hits again. You came over from IG, Tiffany Floor. Is it Floor or Fior? Fior, what's going on, honey? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So that feel good, feel the blessings and utilize the opportunity. Be open to receive. Your blessings may come from your friends too, or organizations like for sororities or fraternities or your book club. Again, Aquarius energy, where the moon will be on Saturday, has to do with groups and organizations, future seeking situations, and our friends. So maybe our friends will usher in the blessings this time around about Saturday. Yo, get it on you. Get it on you. And if you have a problem receiving gifts from anybody, please do yourself a favor and create your own kind of mantra, right? Walk around the house and say, I am open to receive. I am open to receive. I am open to receive. Say it 20 times. Your kids may think you're crazy. Your dog may think you lost your mind, but say it. Say it over and over and over again till you feel your heart swell open, and watch it come and find you. On Saturday, the sun goes into Pisces. It is Pisces season at 5:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. The sun goes into Pisces. Well, first of all, by the way, I love Pisces. I love Pisces energy tremendously. And I covered the time, so I don't know how long I've been on this thing, but let us see. Ooh, an hour and 5 minutes. Thank y'all for the likes. I didn't even see that. I appreciate y'all. We're going to finish this in a minute, though, because that's a long time, ain't it? I like Pisces energy. Big ups to all the Pisces that are in here. Anybody, y'all want to put your thumbs up, your hands up, your little symbol up? Any Pisces in the place? I love Pisces energy. Y'all love Pisces energy? Pisces energy is all about, honestly, if I haven't said it before, and I probably did because I've been doing this for a little bit of time, a couple of years anyway, and I repeat information. But Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is all the other 11 signs kind of in one. Here's the thing about Pisces energy, though. Excuse me. It doesn't really believe it's magic, right? Pisces is so unconditional. It's so wise. It's so genius-like, but it doesn't believe it. It likes to sit back in the understanding that everybody has this, and we are all capable for the magic. We are all capable of the spiritual and connection to spirit. We are all capable. Yes, we are, but only Pisces revels in it. Does that make sense? Only Pisces really knows how to access it. Only Pisces is really unconditional in its love, in its magic, in its connection, and its compassion for the world, for people, for strangers, for animals. Only Pisces has that depth of forgiveness that other signs and other energies don't have. Why? Because it absolutely is the closest energy to spirit in a way that it doesn't really want to be here. Like truly, when Pisces people come back into life, into life, into life and on the planet, they're like, for real again? Yeah, again. Why? Because they're tired of this planet and how people hurt each other. But here's the other flip side about Pisces energy too. When they do not know, and I'm going to say this very poignantly and to like right to the point, when they do not know their power and they don't know what they rock with, they quickly go into insecurities because they compare themselves and their energy to everybody else around them. Because it seems like, the weird air quotes, it seems like that everybody else in their aggression and their understanding of things and their emotional strength, they think that they lack those things. Does this make sense to y'all? This is Pisces energy. They think that they lack it. So what happens is they turn to insecurity to try to become the victim. Oh my God, I didn't know. You said oh, please don't. I don't want to. That's how they protect themselves. And victimhood or passive aggression, like crazily, like just crazy passive aggressive shit. And the passive aggression, sometimes a friend of mine said this once, they stab you with 1,000 knives. That's passive aggressive. As opposed to coming at you like an Aries would and just cap you in the middle of your face and be like, yep, it was me, motherfucker, that gave you the black eye, right? Pisces just hit you every now and again, shank you in the shower, shank you at lunch, shank you. Before you know it, in 3 days, you're bleeding out. The reason is because they don't understand their power of being ethereal, of taking up space without having to say much. of taking up space and being all-knowing without having to prove it. Does this resonate with anybody? Does this resonate with anybody? I just want to know. Happy solar return to all the Pisces in the space. I love you. I love you, and I love you for your magic and for your genius. And I pray for you. I pray for all Pisces, because they only get to that passive aggressive victimhood space because they don't understand their power, like I said earlier, and they have to feel like they have to protect themselves in that way. Let's protect our Pisces and let them know that this age that we're rolling into, they're going to be needed. We're going to need their intuition. We're going to need their foresight. We're going to need their power. So if we give love and understanding and show the worth to Pisces individual and people and energy, they can help to usher in this new space. It's our responsibility, y'all. It absolutely is our responsibility. Sorry, Instagram. Are we back up? Somebody just tried to call. Does that make sense to y'all? That's Saturday. Somebody give me a thumbs up on Instagram. Let me know you hear me, please. I appreciate that. On Saturday, too, the moon will conjunct Mercury. Love that. Feel what you think what you feel. Feel what you think what you feel. Anybody on Instagram, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, please. I'd appreciate that. I love when the moon and Mercury comes together. So now, thank you, Jessica. Thank you, TT. So now that means the feels, the expressions that's necessary, the building that's necessary is meeting up with the brain now. Now it's making sense. Make sense? And then on Sunday, the moon starts off in Aquarius, but ends up in Pisces by the end of the day. But when it's in Aquarius, it will trine Mars, execute based on information. This is when we need to get our brain together. This is when we need to get everything on in order. And when I say in order, not practical order like earth sign order, in order like realistic order, in order like putting together a that's the wrong way of putting it, Sonia. Okay, thank you. What I just heard was not like organization order, but more like what's the priority and what makes sense kind of order. We have to prioritize Sunday to make sure that all of these blessings that's coming at us, all this information that's coming at us is being utilized and is being administered in the right way, administered in the way in which it's going to help to continue us to build and go forward. Administered in a way, again, according to priority and what's important. And you are always number one on that list. I was telling my sister the other day, can we just give an hour to ourselves, an hour a day to us? An hour a day, that's all you need. Whether you're sitting there scratching your ass or meditating or stretching on the floor or walking around the block or just being silent. An hour a day, that's all you need. Execute in that way. Execute again and putting things in order and what's real and what's a priority. Make sure you put yourself in that mode, in that order, on that list. You get that? All right. Also on Sunday, and then I'm going to end it with this. Oh, shucks. Venus is sextiling Pluto again. Not again. Venus is sextiling Pluto. Boom. Why? Because on Friday, the moon said, yo, I'm gonna rock with you, Pluto. You gonna stand firm in that thing. I'm gonna stand firm with you too. And then 2 days later, you see the value behind that. You see the value. Possibly maybe you can get some money. Possibly maybe you look beautiful because of it. Meaning like you feel good. So when you feel good and that Venus propulsion is coming up off of you, all of a sudden your skin is clear. Bitch, you look good. I know, huh? Thank you. My Leo comes in handy every now and again. Like that's that real shit. Sometimes you need to say that. You look good. Venus, sextile, and Pluto, boom, value and/or money or love comes like a powerful person or a power dynamic, meaning that love is coming to you powerfully. Money is coming to you powerfully or from a powerful person. Maybe Oprah's driving through the hood, dropping some bags of money off. I don't know. She probably should do that, but I'm not going to judge her. I'm not going to judge her. The bottom line is this, though. There's some things that's coming to you in a way, again, that's powerful, that's transformative, that can be a little bit intimidating. Whether you appreciate it or not is all on you, truly. But it is a sex style, so it's working for you. Just don't allow your ego to get in the way. I hope that makes sense. And lastly, on Sunday, the moon is conjuncting. And when the moon goes into Aquarius, it will be conjuncting Saturn. That means it's time to go to work. So do the last bit of work on Sunday to make sure that you are on par for everybody, including yourself. But I say everybody because it's Aquarius energy. So it's about being a humanitarian. It's about lending to the group, lending to your friends. Okay. I'm just saying. Your son's birthday is on Sunday. That's sweet, Pisces. All right, y'all. And that's that. I'd like to do a reading for at least one person. If I have energy, I'll do it for two. As you can probably tell, my energy level kind of went bloop, 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 bloop. Because a girl outputs. I outputs a lot. Please put up your sign, your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. Your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Thank you, Garage Noir. I appreciate that. Your sun, your moon, and your rising. Pretty girl progression. She has a sun in Taurus, a Capricorn moon, and an Aquarius rising. That's very interesting. Why? Because that Capricorn sun and that, that Taurus sun and that Capricorn moon absolutely goes together. But did you know that Taurus and Aquarius is a square? And a square is challenges that help us to get better. But it's really, 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 oh, I'm always sweating. I'm always sweating. You got to come on YouTube more often to know that a girl sweats. That's how spirit comes through me. And that's how the energy that's flowing through me hits you. How about that? I was going to say something totally different, but I'm going to stay where I was. So yes, the sweat is there because I'm Josephine's granddaughter. Taurus, sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising. Again, Aquarius and Taurus is a square. That means it's challenges. That means how you present yourself to the world, Aquarius like, and who you are is two totally different things. Two totally different approaches. So the point of the matter is you walk through the world, pretty girl progression. You walk through the world, Aquarius rise, not wanting confrontation, doing for the folks, being a little detached. And then the Taurus in you wants to be the martyr, wants to always save, wants to always be there. There's always a conflict between how you present and who you really, really are. There needs to be some type of adjustment in that. And here's the deal, because they're both very fixed signs. They're both stubborn as hell. So the Aquarius rise that goes out into the world that most people sees, the happy-go-lucky one, the one that's saving people, or I should say, retract that. The one that's a little bit detached, but will always be a good friend. That's the Aquarius rise. It's getting it confused with the sun in Taurus, because the sun in Taurus, again, wants to go hard, to be the martyr, to be devoted for a person, for a family, or for a friend, whoever. But your Aquarius rise can cut people off very, very quickly. So you want to be devoted. The Taurus in you is incredibly devoted, but your rise, your Aquarius rise is like, I can go in and out of this situation. I don't need this shit. I could be in and out. I not pretend. I act like I'm, maybe it is pretend. Act like I'm friendly, Aquarius rise. Act like I don't want no confrontation, and then I'm out. I'm just saying. On some level, though, that Aquarius rise can save your life. I'll be honest with you, is what I just heard. It's your situation. Why? Because otherwise you'd be doing too much for people. And you probably already do a lot for people because you had a Capricorn moon. And your Capricorn moon helps you to be, I always like to say, regardless of what, if you're a male or a female, Capricorn moon is like Capricorn, like Capricorn save a hoe. It's like Captain save a hoe. Capricorn moon is like Captain save a hoe. Capricorn rising is the same thing. Captain save a hoe. Why? Because Capricorn energy loves to make people and situations projects. I'm gonna say it. I said it. That moon in Capricorn loves to make people a project. You dig? But your Aquarius rise, sweetie pie, is not in alignment with that. So you have to decide how you're going to allow people to see you every now and again. I'm just saying, because that Aquarius rise makes people think that you don't care. But then that Taurus and that Capricorn is in the back, I should say, or is in the shed, making sure that people are all right and they don't know it. I hope that makes sense to you, honey pie. Okay, that's that. I think I want to read one more person. Yeah, Melissa. You're wondering what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the yell. I'm waiting for spirit to go, yep, that one. So I'm going to do Chick Noir or Chouar, or my bad. I'm sorry if I pronounced that totally wrong. Y'all are very creative. I just have a hard time pronouncing words, people's names right. And, and then I get all insecure and self-conscious because I like when people pronounce my name properly. My name is Sonja, not Sonja. I'm just saying that's cool for folks who like that name or like to be pronounced that way. My name is Sonja, so I try to focus on what people are, what their name is. Chick, chic, chick, chick, shua. Fucking Sonia. Tamara Blue, you better shut up, girl. I'm gonna get you. I read your chart a billion times. Okay. Charade. Charade? That's what it is, Bijou. Soiree. 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 You right. Okay. Schwa. Sonia, go back to what you're doing. Anyway, Libra, what was it? I just missed it. Okay, there we go. Libra sun, Sagittarius moon, and a Capricorn rising. Look at that. Look at. That Libra sun, my mom's a Libra. I love Libra energy, although it squares me and all of my Cancer planets. So it's not necessary. I don't necessarily always agree or understand Libra, but I love what y'all bring. And y'all bring the power of partnerships. You bring the power and the necessity of debate. You bring the power and the necessity of debate and being fair and to be diplomatic and being able to listen and to people in a way in which everyone can find a win-win situation. That's one thing all 11 other signs can learn from you. For real. It's how to be fair in that way. When y'all in your right divine light, and what I mean by that is like when there's no ego shit going around, there's no hurt feelings, to watch a Libra run the room, cuz is like fucking art. It's like art. You're like, what the hell? How did they get everybody to sit down and have dinner when my ass is running around going, hey, everybody, it's time to eat. And ain't nobody listening to me. Because I'm screaming, acting goofy. But I love Libra's charm for that. I love Libra's delicate ways in that way. And your moon in Sagittarius helps to facilitate that because your moon, your emotional body is happy-go-lucky. It's keeping on the adventure that your Libra sun absolutely will go on. It sometimes cannot make a decision whether which adventure to take part in because Libras are very, very indecisive, incredibly indecisive. You got pros and cons lists for your pros and cons list. I'm just saying. It's like, God damn it, can you just say yes or no? Well, let me figure it out. Your moon in Sagittarius helps you jumpstart, especially when your emotions are probed, right? Good, bad, or indifferent, happy or sad. When your emotions spark with that moon in Sagittarius, like, let's go. And your Libra energy oftentimes has no other choice but to go with your emotional fortitude. However, this is when it gets a little hairy, when the Capricorn is on the rise. And that Capricorn on the rise, sister, I'm just saying, Miss Soiree, I did it. When that Capricorn rise information comes on in, she wants to regulate shit. Again, Capricorn energy is necessary, y'all. It's the father of the zodiac. It's pragmatic. It's organized. It does things in succession. You know what I mean? It gets to the top of the mountain. It's ambitious. It's all that. Like on a real, like you want to get somewhere, like have a Capricorn friend. Like on a real, or somebody Capricorn rise or Capricorn moon for that matter, but mainly the rise and the sun because that moon can get a little weird. You can get depressed every now and again, like hardcore. But on the rise, it kind of allows you and everybody else to keep your eye on the prize, so to speak. However, it does not follow well with Libra. Libra and Capricorn is a square. It's a challenge. So how the Libra wants to socialize and wants to be out there and gather the information from the people and be a great partner, your Capricorn rise, what you put on the outside for people to see, looks very stone cold. It looks very ambitious. It oftentimes looks a little self-righteous, like you know it all. Aquarius think they know it all, but Capricorn act like they know it all because they've been through the fire, so to speak. I know how to get up the mountain. Do you? For you, not for everybody else. So the bottom line is that Capricorn rise will come off as, again, self-righteous. Sometimes you can put people on pedestals. Sometimes you want to make people a project. And that's not fair because who asked you? I'm just saying. It'd be like, Chic, I don't have toilet paper. Can you go to the store and get me some toilet paper? You come back with a whole goddamn 12-pack on a 12-pack and then got a coupon for another one. I mean, that's generous and that's really, really sweet. But the bottom line is that you only ask for just toilet paper. And if you make a project out of people, sometimes you forget yourself. And if you forget yourself, chick, soiree, then the Libra can become codependent. If you forget yourself, the Libra becomes codependent while you make everybody a project. I just gave you a motherfucking read. I'm just saying, if it felt good, send the girl $1, $5, whatever you want to do. Support a sister because I'm out here for you and me. How about that? Instagram people, I'm so glad y'all hung out with me. Yo, you want this every week, every Monday? And on Friday, it's called Freestyle Friday, something a little bit different. Come through on our channel, on Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology channel. I'd appreciate you. I'm going to shut you down real quick because I need my phone. Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. Again, thank you for hanging out and take good care of yourself, all right? All right, peace. All right, y'all. It's me and you. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to end it with a nice card to allow Spirit to tell us exactly what it is that we should pay attention to in a general space, in a general way of feeling and thinking for this week. All right? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I hope so. Any questions before I jump on into that? Any questions? Remember, if you do have one, put the question mark in the front of the sentence, like they do in Spanish-speaking countries. Let me see if I missed anybody. Any other question marks that I see? Any other question marks that I see? I love Capricorn energy. Let me tell you something. I don't know if anybody said anything crazy. Well, I just wanted to reiterate. I do love Capricorn. It's my opposite. I don't see any questions. Y'all good? All right, let's go to the card. What is going on with these objects getting shot down in the sky? Tam, I don't understand that. And I don't understand that. I don't know of any objects being shot down in the sky. You talking about that balloon from China or something? Anyway, is that a real question? Now you laughing. All right, you just taking up time. All right, trying to send a sticker but forgot my password. Let me look. Okay, Chic, it's all good. Listen, I have the Venmo, my PayPal app, and my Cash app at the bottom of the description box. It's all good. Whenever you get a chance, honey pie, it's okay. Again, this is energy. If I'm giving energy, oftentimes I just like for y'all to give me energy back. And if it's in a monetary form, I appreciate it. If not, give me a thumbs up, please, or share this video with somebody that you know that could appreciate this and learn from it, all right? Life Dance says, what's Aries square? Aries square is Capricorn and Cancer. Aries square is Capricorn and Cancer. If we had a past read, do our energy changes as we evolve? Absolutely, Jay Walker. I'm glad. That's a great question. Oh, that's a great question. Thank you, Chic Soiree. I know your last fucking name. Yes, Jay Walker. Listen, there's a such thing as, okay, let me start from here. Our natal chart, and you probably know this, but this is just for me to answer the question completely. Our natal chart is a picture of the heavens when we were born, right? Which means that when we slip through our mother's womb, there's our natal chart based on the time, the date, and the place that we were born. However, the universe keeps turning. And as the universe keeps turning, even your natal chart, which appears to be your stain, who you are, what you are rooted in, right? Even your natal chart changes. It's called a progressed chart. So we do change. We do get better. We do get different. We do evolve. When we're speaking of people's three big obvious, sun, moon, rise, and if I'm reading your natal chart, I'm speaking to the core you, the essence of you, that absolutely hopefully has changed in some kind of way, because all of us on here is over 30 or at least over 25. So the bottom line is that if we're growing older, I hope that you are changing. However, some never, Jay Walker. Again, to complete my answer and to be really, really thorough about this, oftentimes we slip back to who we were. Oftentimes when we don't have the courage, when we don't know what to do, when we are afraid, when we are too full of ourselves, when we have too much ego, blah, 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 blah. Whatever things that can hinder ourselves from progressing, we slide back to who we were. So it's always good to read from the natal chart. Always good to remind yourself of what you got, what you came on the planet with. Boom. How about that? Okay. I hope that helped you in some kind of way. Any more questions? Okay. Right, Mother, Father, God, oh my God, angels and ancestor spirits. Show exactly what we need to see in this moment in time for all these beautiful people here on this channel. Thank you for your to speak. Amen. Ashe. And look at that. It's about experiencing this week. I love this card. This card is so underrated, y'all. This card is so underrated. That's some kind of name. Bitch Face Radio. What you do over there? Bitch Face Radio. Thank you for tuning in to Bitch Face Radio. My name is Sonia Marie, and I'm about to give you my bitch face. Okay. An experience is something that can be filed away in a notebook or captured on film and pasted into an album. Experiencing is what this card is. It's the feeling of wonder itself, the thrill of communion, the gentle touch of our connectedness with all that surrounds us. The woman in this card is not just touching this tree. She is in communion with it. She has almost become one with it. It is an old tree and has seen so many hard times. Her touch is gentle, it's reverent, and the white on the inside of her cape reflects the purity of her heart. She is humble, y'all, just simple. And that is the right way to approach nature. Nature doesn't bang any drums when it bursts forth into flower, nor play any dirges when the trees fall off their leaves in the fall. Oh, when the trees let go of their leaves in the fall. But when we approach her in the right spirit, she has many secrets to share. If you haven't heard nature whispering to you lately, now is a good time to give her the opportunity. Experiencing. That's this beautiful card that I just read for all of us. I say it's underrated because oftentimes we think, yeah, I'm experiencing. I get up, I yawn, I fart, I brush my teeth, I feed my kids, I go to work. That's experiencing, right? I'm living my experience, right? Yeah, you're living your experience, but are you experiencing with that ing at the end of it? And the reason why I'm putting it out there and giving y'all further explanation, because it's the feeling of a thing. That's that thing I was screaming about with Neptune. Neptune is about experiencing. It's about the communion. It's about the passion, the feel, the unseen, the view, the woo-woo that comes through you when you are in communion with God, with your ancestors, with your guides, with the tree. Is the reason why they utilize the picture of a woman touching a tree. So if nature needs to spark that, do that. If you can get that feeling of experiencing the vibrations coming through your body, your cells absolutely vibrating and them talking to you, them calling in the new, the colors that are surrounding you, promoting the colors of your heart to come on out and kiss and hug and be involved with everybody and anybody that's around you, to be happy, then that's experiencing, right? Then do it like that. If not, let nature spark you. Let nature take you above and beyond the mundane of what's happening around you. People are going to find reasons to be depressed. People are going to find reasons to be upset. People are going to find reason to fight you. People want to come up and create their boundaries and step up and defend who they are for good reason or not. But at the same time, they're not experiencing. They're not connecting to what needs to be felt in that moment. Our ego wants us to force a feeling, to experience as we're experiencing. It's what comes through us. It's what breathes through us. It's what's really, really, really pushes us through this thing called evolution in life. You get that? All the other things is secondary, man, and it falls away. Get to that Neptune. Get to that passion. Get to the sparkles and the fucking blessings that are around you. Taste it. Know it. Be it. Experience it. All right? Okay, that's all I got for y'all. I'll see y'all later. Any more questions? I don't see not near one. Much love to you. Have an awesome week, everybody. And please, please come back on Friday for a Freestyle Friday situation. If you want to donate, please, there's Venmo and PayPal just below this particular video. Or just share and like, and please subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you for showing up. I'll see you later, okay? All right, bye.